Hi, this is Brandon from Watches on You. Today we're taking a look at the Breitling Avenger II GMT. Now, first I'd like to remind you that we're here at Continental Diamond in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, and they're an authorized retailer of Breitling and many other premium watch brands, so give them a call if you're interested in purchasing this piece. So, before I forget, I just want to say that this watch is available on sale here, brand new, for $4,325. But now let's jump into the rest of the review. So as I said, this is the Breitling Avenger II, and Avenger II GMT, that is. And I think, honestly, this watch has been kind of overlooked with the modern Super Ocean collection, and I think that that's a little bit unjustified. I mean, this watch looks absolutely fantastic in the flesh. That blue dial mixed with the red hands just looks great. So now I'll go over the case. So it's got a 43 millimeter stainless steel case. It's very tough. I mean, this is kind of, it really reflects the kind of older Breitling design language. And when I say older, I mean early 2000s, where you had these very large watches, and Breitlings are kind of aiming to get a little bit smaller, I think, in the near future. You see with the new Navitimer 8 collection and things like that. The sizes are really shrinking down, which I think is a good thing. But I mean, this watch is only 43 millimeters, which for a dive watch is not that big. And I mean, I really like the design. I like how it blends kind of the newer, more modern Breitling with the older Breitling. I think it looks very, very cool. And it is, I mean, this is one tough watch, and you can just tell based on the thickness of that bezel. I mean, it's so tough. And when you move it, it's a 24-hour bezel, so it's not a diving bezel. Even though this watch has an impressive water resistance of 1,000 feet or 300 meters, it does not have a diving bezel. And it's just this beautiful, kind of thick, nice thud. It doesn't make that much noise. It's quiet, but it's fairly smooth too. But again, it has those thuds in between the hours. So again, this is a GMT watch, so it's very useful for traveling. I mean, this is kind of the ultimate kind of vacation watch to probably the Bahamas or Mexico, where maybe you'll be doing some scuba diving or something like that. But you need a watch with 2 time zones. I mean, it's fantastic. I totally see myself maybe purchasing a watch like this in the future, just because it's so useful. And it's tough. You don't know what you're going to get into on vacation, whether you're dune buggying or something like that, but this watch will definitely be able to handle that. So I'll give you a shot of the back. So it does not have a clear case back, but you can see there are some nice conversion scales on the back. And again, that's useful for traveling too, because if you're at a gas station where everything's measured in the metric system, that can come into use. So again, this is just a great all-around kind of tough watch, but it actually has some slightly dressy elements to it. I mean, the bracelet is completely polished, and that's why I said it's kind of reminiscent of the Breitlings from the early 2000s, just because it's a fairly loud watch, shall I say. So now I'll try this watch on for a wrist shot. And clasp is very sturdy. It is a kind of pressed metal clasp, but it's very tough. I would not be worried about the quality of that at all. I mean, Breitling is really well known for their kind of robust nature with regards to how they make their watches. So getting in the movement, this watch has a power reserve of only 42 hours. It is automatic. It's a generic, most likely ETA or Slita-based movement. But I think that, I mean, the quality is fine. It's chronometer certified, so that's likely good enough for any purposes, certainly for mine. So that's something to keep in mind. But again, the 42 hours is a little bit shorter than my 48-hour minimum that I like to see high-end watches have. But again, the price is not too bad, given that the watch is new for around $4,300. I think that's fine, and it's pretty typical of watches at that price point. So if you like this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And also remember to check out our channel store, which will be linked in the description. It really supports our channel if you make any purchases on there, as we do earn a commission from it. So thanks for watching this video. And remember, we're at Continental Diamond in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.